Hello and welcome to Wednesday's video. I am Katrina and this is Katrina's Creations and I'm glad you stopped by. Today is going to be something a little different. On last week, my friend Kim and I went to a local coffee shop. It's called 82 Cafe in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And we get together every so often and just spend the evening chatting and sipping delicious tea. And they also make and roast their own coffee there. It smells wonderful when you walk in there. So anyway, she and I met and I brought all of the yarn that I got from my yarn advent calendar this year. The yarn advent calendar was a swap I did with Karen from SSK Yarners. And she does have an Etsy shop, so if you want to go check out her yarns, you can click a link down below, and that will take you over to her Etsy shop where you can see some of the goodies she's got over there. So I had 24 mini skeins of at least 10 grams each. She and I had talked ahead of time because we planned this almost a year in advance, and we did this exchange with our leftover yarns, and we both agreed we liked fingering weight, and we would send at least 10 grams of each of the colors for the Advent, which was December 1st through the 25th. So I have 24. The 25th day was actually a hat blank, which I made this adorable, cute little hat. If you saw this on Saturday, you saw me modeling it. So I made this cute little beret, and there it is. And this is with some of Karen's yarn. But the other 24 days, she sent me some gorgeous yarns, some of which are hers. And so as a result, Kim and I laid them out all over we pulled tables together in the coffee shop so we could stretch the yarn all the way across it. And then we arranged what color we were going to put together, and we kind of kept moving things around until we came up with what we thought blended well together. Now, originally, I was going to do, I'd mentioned this on Saturday, I was going to do a hitchhiker shawl, but the hitchhiker shawl only requires one ball of yarn. Now, I have 24 skeins of at least 10 grams each of fingering weight. That's about the equivalent of 2.5 full skeins of fingering weight yarn. So that's average between 700 to 900 yards of yarn. Yeah, that's way too much than what I need for a hitchhiker. So instead I decided I was going to create my own shawl. At first I thought about making something like a bias shawl, which is an asymmetrical shawl, but I really like things symmetrical. So I am going to do, and I talked about this on Saturday as well, I am going to do a shawl that is this shape. It's an oblong triangle. So it's not as deep as it is wide. Now, it will definitely be bigger than this because this is a small shawl. I forget how much it took, but it was like around 400 yards. We're talking about like more than double. So it's going to be a large shawl no matter what I do with it, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So, I mean, here is my bucket. Whoops. There is my bucket of yarn. These are some that Karen made. These are sock blanks, and you unravel them. You see the little fuzz, the little kinkiness there? You actually unravel them like this, and you knit them as you go. So there are all different types of yarns in here. There's some hedgehog fiber. There's Leading Man Fiber Arts. There's Claudia's Dye Works. There's Legacy Fiber Arts, which is really exciting to me because I do watch their podcast. It's a mother-daughter dyeing team. And this was a color that was based on the first granddaughter. So, yes, there's all kinds of good stuff in there. There's a couple more sock blanks. Here's one that's a little gingerbread man. And then there's this one with a butterfly on it. And then there's my favorite, which is, I think all of us liked this one at Christmas time. It is graffiti, and it's kind of a real light French vanilla kind of color. So yes, definitely a favorite. So there is just tons of colors in there. And like I said, we laid them all out on the table and put them in order. And then in the middle of that as well, we talked about what we were drinking. And I'm kind of a boring person. I drink normal tea, but she was adventurous. She tried chai nog. It was like an eggnog and a chai tea combined. She said it was very good. It looked very good. It had like foamy, frothy stuff on it when it came out to her. But anyway, yeah, we indulged in some nice, tasty tea. We did stay away from the bakery goods, which was good because, as you know, I'm on a diet, so I did not even look at the cabinet with the bakery goods because the owner's mother does baking and they are delicious, but I'm trying to stay away from that. So anyway, we just had tea and we could smell the coffee roasting while we were there, and laid it all out. And Kim also showed some of the projects she's making right now and some that are completed. And yeah, so we had a great time. So I hope you enjoy our little tea night out together. So thanks again for watching, and sit back. Kim has designed this.
No, you helped. We worked together on it.
There we go.
It was teamwork. To figure out, oh, that's going to be amazing when it's done. When it's all put together. I can't wait to see it.
I'm taking this real slow too, so when I get home and try to put this all together, I know where it goes. There's Kim doing Vanna White.
Not as elegantly, but you know.
Tell them what you were drinking.
Ooh, I was drinking chai nog.
Like,
it was a beautiful drink. There's not much left of it. Oh yeah, there's just some luscious eggnog cream on the left in the mug.
yes, it was all frothy and
Wonderful.
eggnoggy, and I'm boring.
Not good for me.
I'm drinking Earl Grey tea, but it's tasty. And Kim's working on a sweater, and I'm working on slipper socks. Oh, there's her sweater. I love the colors. Has cute little flared sleeves. And she made the sweater she's wearing too.
About a year ago.
Yeah. And you said what kind of yarn was that?
This is mandala.
Lion brand mandala.
Lion brand mandala. I think it's in Centaur. Is that right? It might be Centaur.
Could be. It's pretty. It's fall colors.
Yeah.
My favorites.
One of my favorite sweaters.
Yeah.